Hello, I'm Gary Leland, co-host of the Crypto Cousins podcast. Now, if you're not familiar with the Crypto Cousins podcast, please take a look and subscribe to our weekly podcast at cryptocousins.com/subscribe. I promise you will enjoy all the great information and content we provide you. Now, today I'm going to answer the question, what is a Bitcoin wallet? The answer is really not that complicated. A Bitcoin wallet is just a program that allows you to send and receive Bitcoin. It also allows you to store Bitcoin and keep up with your Bitcoin balance. More or less, it's very much like an email program, as you need an email program like Gmail or something to help you send and receive emails. That is pretty much the same with Bitcoin, since you need a Bitcoin wallet to help you send and receive Bitcoin. Now, one of the most important things to know about a Bitcoin wallet is that it will use two long series of numbers known as keys. One of the series of numbers is known as the private key, and the other series of numbers is known as a public key. To make it simple, the private key is really just a super long series of numbers and letters, and it's like a super secret password for access to your Bitcoin address. Kind of like a combination to a vault. If anyone knows your password, or in this case your secret key, they have access to your Bitcoin. They can take it, spend it, or do whatever they want to do with it. That is why you never, ever share your private keys with anyone. That is also why people say that if you don't control your private keys, you don't control your Bitcoin. Like I said earlier, a Bitcoin wallet also has a public key. Now, your public key is kind of like your email address. Your public key is an address that you can share with people so they can send you Bitcoin. So to make it clear, your public key is like your email address, which you can give to anyone. But your private key, well, it's more like your email password, which you would never give to anyone. Now, over time, Bitcoin wallets became hierarchical deterministic wallets, also known as HD wallets. Now, HD wallets will create a phrase known as a seed. The seed is really a string of words that you can memorize or write down instead of using a long, confusing series of numbers and letters. The words are generated in a random order instead of as a sentence, and they are just a list of words. Now, if your wallet gets lost or stolen or destroyed, you can use the C words to rebuild your private key and then access your Bitcoin again, so it's not lost. An HD wallet can create multiple Bitcoin addresses, and any transaction sent to any of the addresses created by the same seed will be deposited in the same wallet. Because the private key and seed completely control your Bitcoin, they must be kept secret and safe. I can't say that enough. If you fail to protect your wallet's private key or seed, the Bitcoin it controls could be lost forever. Now, some wallets hold a full copy of the Bitcoin blockchain and help validate every transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain. And I will go over blockchain all by itself in a future video. But these type of wallets are known as a full node wallet. There are also simplified payment verification wallets that are also known as SPV wallets. Now, the Bitcoin protocol allows the creation of the lightweight SPV wallet, which doesn't need to download the complete Bitcoin blockchain to operate properly or correctly. Because SPV wallets don't have a full copy of the blockchain on them, they're faster and consume less disk space. This also makes it possible to install SPV wallets on devices like mobile phones, tablets, and desktops. Now, you should have a basic understanding of what a Bitcoin wallet is. So let's talk about the different types or kinds of Bitcoin wallets. And let's start with hot wallets. A hot wallet is any Bitcoin wallet that is connected to the internet. Hot wallets are not super secure due to their connection to the internet. And a hot wallet may be installed on a computer connected to the internet, or it can be installed on your mobile phone. Bitcoin exchanges often require you to deposit your funds into their online hot wallets to make purchases or to conduct transactions. Now, these web wallets are the least secure type for storing your Bitcoin. With an online exchanges wallet, you don't have access to your private keys, so you're basically asking someone else to hold your private keys. And like I said earlier, if you don't control your private keys, you don't control your Bitcoin. These wallets are more vulnerable to hackers since they provide many opportunities to break into them. They can be hacked through the website itself, or the device you're using to connect to the website, and even your connection to the internet can provide a point that they can hack. This means you must depend on the website's honesty and their security practices to keep your coins safe. In the event of fraud or hacking, your Bitcoins will most likely be lost forever. Now, hot wallets are also very convenient since they allow you to buy, sell, and send Bitcoin at a moment's notice. Many hot wallet providers use multi-factor authentication, like Google Authenticator. I recommend highly you use a multi-factor authenticator, like Google Authenticator, whenever possible. But even with multi-factor authenticators, hot wallets are just not worth the risk when it comes to storing a large amount of Bitcoin. That is why you need to avoid the number one mistake that newbies make and never keep your Bitcoin on an exchange. An exchange is not a bank. Now let's talk about desktop wallets. These are hot wallets that store your private key on your computer. So as long as your computer is free of malware or any other kind of security weaknesses, your Bitcoin should be safe. But that is not true for most computers, and according to security expert John McAfee, it's not true for any computers. John McAfee claims every computer in existence already has malware on it. So it's almost impossible to be 100% safe, and that is what makes desktop wallets another great target for hackers. So let's move to mobile wallets. Mobile wallets are wallets that allow you to store your private key to your Bitcoin on your mobile phone. Many mobile wallets are accessible from mobile apps. This presents a great threat for security. Mobile wallets offer low security and terrible privacy because of the potential association of your Bitcoin wallet, phone number, and geolocation. Since mobile phones are often lost, broken, stolen, whatever, you should definitely enable the multi-factor authentication I told you about earlier and password protect your wallet and create a private key backup. Mobile wallets are convenient and possibly as much security as possible on an insecure environment. But large amount of Bitcoins should not ever be stored on a mobile wallet. The most secure Bitcoin wallets are cold storage wallets. Now, cold storage wallets are not connected to the internet, and that makes them more secure. A cold storage wallet is a wallet that is independent of an internet connection and cannot be hacked remotely. Some examples of cold storage wallets are hardware wallets, paper wallets, and brain wallets. Now, let's talk about these. A paper wallet is pretty much just a piece of paper with your private key or seed written on it. Now, by keeping your private key on a piece of paper, only someone who actually has access to that piece of paper can steal your Bitcoin. The problem with a paper wallet is they seem to be easy to destroy. So you may want to create multiple copies in case one is lost and keep it in a security box at a bank. That way your Bitcoins can still be retrieved. The next type of cold storage wallet is a hardware wallet. This is a physical device that safely holds your private keys. Most hardware wallets provide a seed backup in the event that the device itself is lost or stolen. Sometimes even a backup, you may have to have the seed to re-enter it. Now, to send your Bitcoin to someone with a hardware wallet, you need to have your hardware wallet connected to a computer and use a website that allows control over the hardware wallet. Examples of hardware wallets are the Treasure, which is the one I use, the Ledger, the Nano, and the KeepKey. A hardware wallet is usually a more secure since it's cold storage. Hardware wallets are pretty secure and easy to use, but not as convenient as a hot wallet, but they are way, way more safer. Then we have brain wallets. Brain wallets? What is a brain wallet? Well, a brain wallet is just a way to create a private key out of predetermined text or set of words. So instead of getting a randomly generated seed, you give yourself a phrase, a passphrase, and use an algorithm to generate a private key from that passphrase. Brain wallets have a higher probability of being hacked because people are predictable with what they use as random text, and hackers seem to have the ability to figure that out. Next is the multi-sig wallets. Now, multi-sig stands for multi-signature and is a wallet that allows sending of Bitcoin only with the approval of 2 or more private keys. So in this case, no one person by themselves can send Bitcoin without the approval of another person. Multi-sig is also not limited to just 2 people or 2 signatures. It can be almost any amount of people or signatures. Now, you should have enough information to decide what type of wallet is best for you. You may even want to use more than one wallet. Personally, I use a hardware wallet for large sums or large amounts of Bitcoin, and I use a mobile wallet with a small balance on it for my daily transactions. This way, even if my mobile phone breaks or gets stolen or gets hacked, I can't lose too much crypto or too much money. Now, I hope this show has helped you understand what a Bitcoin wallet actually is, and that has also will help you decide what type of wallet will work best for you. Don't forget to go to CryptoCousins.com for more videos, more podcasts, and great information about Bitcoin and crypto. I'm your host, Gary Leland, and again, thanks for joining me for What is a Bitcoin Wallet? This is a CryptoCousins.com production.